Many games have found unique ways to interpret dreams and memories, but using these themes as a way to explore death adds a new layer of elements to explore. The Signifier from developer PlayMe Studio aims to tackle this idea using some creative science-fictional set pieces and themes. In the Signifier, you play as Russell, a scientist that has nearly perfected an AI computer that allows him to explore dreams and memories, named Evie. Evie can adjust dreams to try and appear more perceptible to the human eye. However, since it's an experimental tech, glitches and unfinished surfaces are more expected. As this tech becomes more commonplace, an organization called TSB, the Technology Safeguard Bureau, rears its ugly head as a watchdog group to keep things in check. This is until an executive of a top tech company named Joanna Cast is found dead of a perceived drug overdose. Russell is pressured by the TSB organization to use his tech to learn precisely what or who killed her, since her death timing comes off as very suspicious. The Signifier's narrative spans 5 chapters that offers various puzzles and systems to keep up the pacing, but I wouldn't have minded it slowing it down if only to expand on some of the game's elements. With a 6-hour runtime, things can feel a little rushed at some points. The opening moments rolls out memories associated with the actual killing, but as you progress, you unlock events from childhood memories to a reoccurring dream right before the victim's death. The Signifier does a great job of raising the stakes and unraveling the mystery the further you go in. The relationships within the game are well fleshed out for the most part. You get to know Joanna through her memories and dreams, and even outside the simulations, you get a pretty good hold on the relationships that Russell has, or had, with other people. Russell is a complicated character, and throughout the narrative you learn more about his personal life and connections that he's lost through his obsessions with work. During interactions, there's a dialogue wheel, which affects the flow of your relationships. The environmental storytelling is top level, part of the crux to the storytelling mechanic. The transitions during story scenes were terrific, and made it easy to stay immersed in the narrative. Each environment has 2 states, the objective state and the subjective state. And while the objective state is pretty close to reality, the subjective state focuses on the raw moments and emotions, really diving deep into the subconscious, which can lead to troubling moments. In parallel, there are several real-world locations that you can travel to that are very well polished. The lighting from each surface reflects well, and everything you come across is high resolution. While it's to be expected since the environments and the memories and dreams can be intentionally funky looking, it's still impressive nonetheless. The characters are well animated, and the voice actor's performance feels natural. Something fun and rather bizarre that can happen in these memories is the perspective traps. Things that look like a new area that you can explore that just end up being static images that can change with the camera perspective. There are also specific character actions that appear in dreams that can be rewound or fast forward, which easily warp the world around you. It's definitely a neat way to figure out how to move forward and can be impressive to witness. However, some environments can be unclear, considering the concept of fuzzy memories. But a few times you can come across as a massive, bubbly, pixelated mess. I understand. It's how memories can come across when they're suppressed, but in terms of navigation, oh boy, it can be tough to get through. If you're someone who gets disoriented by many shifting, low-res, pixelated jumbles, I would not recommend playing this game at all in one sitting. Admittedly, the puzzles can be obtuse as well. The solution to certain puzzles being jarring and a stretch to solve. Specific objects come across as jumbled as if they need to be reformed, but in reality, they're more literal puzzle pieces, just need to be put into the right spot. The developers did subvert this issue because Evie can be consulted for help if you miss something during your trip. It's something that I had forgotten about during the majority of the story, but it's still a nice feature to have nonetheless. I should also say that the story's ending feels like a climax to part 1, rather than a full story. Without giving away twists and turns, it comes off as incomplete and left me wanting more. Still, there are a few different endings, so make sure to try every option you have to see exactly which direction the story can go.
It requires massive amounts of strength and sacrifice to try to make things better. Yesterday, for example, an article came out saying that I oppose public spending on adapting streets for wheelchairs.
The Signifier is visually creative and quite a remarkable experience that ropes you into its mystery and keeps you guessing long past its rushed ending. It uses visual creativity that comes with the very concept of memory and dream exploration and creates some unique puzzles. While at times it can come off as disorienting, those moments were in the minority and still kept me wanting more, flaws and all. Consider checking out this game the next time you're looking for a mystery. Noisy Pixel is giving The Signifier a 7 out of 10.